This is the network service of the NTA.
And the spotlight is on again today. And guess who is the unsung heroes of the Nigerian economy? You call it the informal sector. We often say they are the drivers of Nigeria's economy. They have a very impactful role on the economic landscape of our great country, Nigeria.
Oh yes, Thelma rightly said, from the street vendors to the artisans, the market traders to the operators of transportation in Nigeria. These resilient, hard-working people indeed have contributed to our country's GDP, accounting for approximately 60% of our economic output.
Indeed, you're so right. They face enormous challenges, but they continue to thrive. They are entrepreneurs, they are patriots, they are resilient, and statistics show that they are contributing about 80% to Nigeria's workforce and 58% to Nigeria's gross domestic product. Wow. What an amazing group of people, I would say.
I mean, that's really huge. That's really huge. Let's bring their efforts to the fore with analysis, and would have experts, stakeholders, and even the drivers of the economy themselves join us, because that's what we do on our show. It is your favorite weekend show, Weekend Deal, coming to you from the network service of the NTA. I am Patience Eloyi Abba. Thank you for keeping a date with us.
Indeed, on Weekend Deal today, as we spotlight these drivers of the economy, we want to feel your presence on our show like never before. Send in your experiences. What is your situation? Who would you like us to shine the spotlight on today? How are they doing? How are they making impact? Talk of employment opportunities. What's up with that? All these and more. In-depth analysis and very interesting and in-depth mini documentaries. My name is Thelma Obaze, and it's time to join Justin for the money news. And you can be sure that when he's done, Patience and I, we'll take it from there. How you doing, Justin? Take it away.
for the swift, or is it for the strong man? Is it to the one that hopes in the Lord on high? Lord, I know in my life you have been the person that been give me hope, hope. Hey, Masukumo, Masukumo, keep on working. Don't give up, keep a smile on your face. Masukumo, Masukumo, keep on smiling. Láìsí ọkọ àti àdá kò ì pé o. One more time, let's sing it together. Iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀, iṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ wa, ẹni kò ṣiṣẹ́ á máa jalè. Ìwé kíkọ́ láìsí ọkọ àti àdá kò ì pé o, kò ì pé o. Keep on working, don't give up. Keep the smile on your face. Ah, oh, keep on smiling. Don't you give up. Keep the smile on your face. Masukumo. Oh, so I don't lose my rhythm and I feel it so silly. And I want to go and I want to go. Cause I only get to do Jesus. You know they bring pay, but I'm still satisfied. Deep in my heart, I know there's a hope for me. I got to push on this trying time. I keep moving on, I keep pushing on, I keep pressing on. This race is not for the swift, or is it for the strong man? Is it to the one that hopes in the Lord on high? Lord, I know in my life you have been the person that has been giving me hope. Oh, Marunumo, Marunumo, keep on smiling. Don't give up. Keep a smile on your face. Hey, hey, keep on dancing. Don't give up. Keep a smile on your face. Africa. Ludada, ludada, ludada. Iṣẹ́ ni òògùn ìṣẹ́. Múra síṣẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi. Iṣẹ́ la fi ń dẹni gíga. Bí a kò bá rẹ́ni fẹ̀yìntì, ṣebí bí ọ̀lẹ là á rí. Bí a kò bá rẹ́ni gbẹ́kẹ̀lé, àtẹ̀ramọ́ṣẹ́ ẹni. Ìyá ẹni, bàbá ẹni, wọ́n lè lẹ́ṣin lẹ́kan. Bó o bá gbójúlé wọn, ó tẹ́, ó tẹ́, ó tẹ́, ó tẹ́. Marunumo, Masukumo, keep on working.
Thank you so much. Amazing stuff there. Thelma, you can post steps. So, waiting. But are you a better dancer sitting or standing?
I see your car. Àti àdá kò ì pé o. Patience kò ì pé o.
Kò ì pé, kò ì pé.
Kò ì pé o.
Well done. T. Well done, girl. Well done. Okay. It is your favorite weekend show, and if you're just joining us, our focus this weekend is on the Nigerian worker. We are celebrating them, and today we are taking a look at the informal sector. We do know that Nigeria can boast of a very vibrant and large informal sector that is actually a vital part of our economy and contributing significantly, like we said earlier, to our GDP and employment. Now, to start our conversation is our backgrounder put together by the delectable Michael Anchor Thelma.
We call them the drivers of the economy. You call them entrepreneurs.
For my client and the brochure with
Kudos to all entrepreneurs. It's a journey that requires a lot of discipline, a lot of passion, and a lot of sacrifice, I've been in business now 14 years and counting, and that hasn't come freely. It's been a lot of education along the way. It's been a lot of learning, unlearning, relearning. It's been a lot of, adjusting, having to weather all sorts of storms. It requires a lot of tenacity. It requires a lot of resilience, especially in a terrain like Nigeria where, things change sometimes overnight. I think, ultimately that happiness is the goal, So people say, oh, you're a spa, you sell wellness services or treatments. But for me, I sell peace of mind as far as I'm concerned, If you walk in here feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders, the goal is for you to leave feeling a lot lighter, feeling a bit more clarity and clear-headedness, and just overall well-being within yourself. I have the privilege of serving on the first committee by the Standards Organization of Nigeria for the beauty industry. And the goal is now to start putting these standards in place and hopefully, get to a point where you're recognized enough to have adequate representation. As it is, there are a few beauty associations, but I think the issue remains what body truly represents the beauty industry. That aside, in terms of entrepreneurship, there are a lot of bodies, there are ombudsmen that you can go to. There are unions, I believe, that people are part of. But as an individual business here, that's not something that we do. And my goal is really to just, the policies of my company reflect that of a global standard. My staff working for the past 10 years, 12 years, 6 years, 14 years is a testament to how satisfied they are in their place of work.
Workers' Day is a very, very, very special day because it's my birthday. It means taking out a day for the workers to celebrate them. No, for us as entrepreneurs, we don't really go off on that day. I think it's just for the government workers. For us, we work on that day because we have orders on that particular day. Yeah. Minimizing my social media platforms. We are well known on social media because I have that knowledge that right now, this time and age, if you're not maximizing the use of social media, you're not going to go far as a business for me. And we are taking advantage of that opportunity, and we are bringing ourselves out there for people to see on social media, and it's really doing a whole lot of good to our business and our growth. I can say 95% of our growth comes from social media. We've been on social media for over 10 years, and we didn't take it that seriously until 5 years ago, and the growth we experience is really massive. It's 100% growth that we have experienced now. The orders coming, and our visibility with our trainees, we hit the high figures during in our time on social media. We always make our clients to know also that no matter what we are bargaining for, we have a standard we can't go below. Important, we work with trends right now because we are not of those age that say, oh, no, I'm not the internet type, I'm not the TV type, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not this. No, we work with the trends. So whatever that is trending, we hop on it and use it to grow our business. I can't pinpoint a particular thing that I have put in place, buried it in mind the May 1st day. I think now that you have mentioned it, I will work on that.
Join us today on Weekend Deal as we highlight the contributions and impact of the drivers of the economy.
Wow. Yes, we got the opportunity to talk to two female drivers of the economy. You know, that lady you saw, the cake lady as we often call her, is the magnanimous person, that economic driver who has contributed to NTA and the weekend deal with 2 mega cakes. That's Comfort Cake World in Kara. She gave us the cake yesterday. Okay, I know Saturday is YouPo's day, government workers, but you know what now? YouPo should also celebrate us. She said, let me give it back to back. She now brought a second one. She now said, YouPo will drink something now. After cutting cake, won't you take liquid? Won't you put something peppery and all of that? Okay, she now sent us small chops too and some drink. We say, thank you, Madam Comfort.
Thank you.
Okay, a break beckons. Let's take a break.
All about the informal sector. These days, it's normal to hear people say, I work online, I'm working remotely, and they are making some bucks. How exactly? What is remote? What does it mean to work remotely? And how much impact does it have on our economy? To tell us more about working remotely, NTA Ibadan.
My name is Dorcas Anai, and I'm a voiceover artist whose utmost priority is to sell your brand message in a way that resonates with your audience the most. So why stress yourself looking for the right voice, the right tone, or the right pitch? I'm right here to sell your message in a way that will help your audience understand the message that you're trying to pass across the most.
Many young job seekers are taking advantage of technology to earn a living. They have turned to remote jobs, which offers flexibility and enables them to work from home or any other location that is not the traditional office using the internet.
Remote jobs, they are flexible jobs. Oftentimes they are online jobs that can be done by literally anybody. I'm a graphic designer. I design flyer designs. I make logo. I make logo for brands. I make poster designs, print designs.
There are different types of remote jobs that many young people now depend on for survival.
There are different types of remote jobs, like content creating, affiliate marketing, then social media management.
We have graphic designing, we have product designing, we have creative writing, we have ghost writing, we have voicing.
I do podcast. I have my own podcast. I work affiliate. I do affiliate marketing, I do voiceovers, and I write also. Sometimes I edit.
We have some full housewife, that they are not doing a lot of things, but because of the concept of working at home or remote work, some of them can engage in one or two things or the other. You can order a clothes from market. You should just go to the market and make connection.
Indeed, these remote jobs, also known as virtual jobs, have many advantages.
As a remote worker, you have more time for yourself and your family.
Sometimes I work for people abroad. I work for people that are not in the country. So I get to relate with people that are not currently in my field. Because if I wasn't doing voiceovers, there was no way I'll be talking to someone in the Hollywood industry or someone abroad.
It saves a lot, let me put it that way. For instance, somebody you can avoid to rent a shop, or even though if you can avoid to rent a shop, if the value you are rendering is valuable, if you are even sleeping inside your bedroom, people will visit you.
You don't need a particular qualification for remote job. You learn, now there are skills you can learn online. So you learn those skills and then you apply. Just have evidence that you know your job.
Many people are actually making a lot of money from these jobs as well as the skills they acquired. And this is changing the narrative in the economy.
In as much as you can solve people's problem wherever you are, that will determine the kind of income that's going to be entering. And then the kind of information somebody still receives, because I can't just stay at home now and begin to say, okay, manna will come down from heaven. I still have to go, even though I've been using some philosophies of design so far, I still have to browse about latest design.
By the time that each student that is graduating from school has a skill that they are working on, and they get jobs online, like they are working remotely, even before leaving school or graduating, then we won't have cases of unemployment.
It's an easy way to make money because I apply for the jobs online and I get paid per job that I do.
Virtual jobs do have their own disadvantages.
Remote jobs bring loneliness, isolation, and there are also technical difficulties. There can be network issues that will hinder a remote worker from delivering the job at the appointed time.
We have plagiarism. I can go online and go and take someone's design and say it's my own. I can recreate the person's design. I'll just redo it from scratch.
The disadvantage I would say for one is laziness. Laziness in the aspect that you don't want to do any big work. You just want something small that will give you cool cash. So by the time you go outside to do another work, it feels like they're stressing you or you're doing too much.
The positive transformation of lives through remote jobs is an indication that it is an option to be considered by job seekers.
Okay, yeah, working online can be very profitable, but you need to know what you are all about, you know. Many times they'll tell you there's so much money to be made in ICT and AI online. You can be there dabbling a whole year, you won't see. Somebody needs to guide you so you fully comprehend, you know. It's like navigating an unfamiliar terrain. Yes, there are resources to be made, but it is good to have a mentor or a guide. Our guests are here. We want to welcome them. And the first person I will mention and welcome is already a family member. He's been inducted, but want to see how he truly cares about us. Today is a determining factor, okay, and a defining moment. We meet, greet, and welcome Mr. Ikemefuna Naji, an economist, an educator, an agripreneur. And like we just got to hear, he also dabbles into politics. His profile will tell us more.
You're welcome, Mr. Naji. It's always a pleasure to have you in the Weekend D Studios.
It's a pleasure.
Okay, sitting right next to him is a very beautiful princess. And it's funny how there's princess actually in her name. When she walked in, I was like, oh, she's so pretty. Okay, join me in welcoming to the Weekend D Studio, Princess Obine Ojo Gabriel, event management professional. You're welcome to Weekend Deal.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
It's a pleasure to be here.
All right, we'll see her profile and then you meet with her. Princess Ovina, you're welcome to Weekend
Thank
Deal.
you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
You know why I'm so excited to see her? Because when we invited her and asked her to be here, she was excited, but she said, okay, Weekend, I've heard about the program, but what is it really about? And she went online and browsed us. Say these babes, all these musicians, what's all the enjoyment about? What are they going to be drilling me on? And she saw it was all about family, all about friendship, all about nation building. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Mr. Naji, you know I'm coming for you now.
I'm waiting for you.
Yes, now. Hey, okay, now. First of all, where's your cap? Where's the cap? Where's that cap we saw in the profile? It's coming, it's in the car.
The cap is actually in our palace.
Oh.
So before we bring it out, we normally kill a cow before we bring out the cap.
Okay, let's just go straight to the conversation because
okay,
this cow will talk. I am afraid.
Nice one. Always prepared. You know that we're talking about, we're celebrating the drivers of the economy. often unrecognized, uncelebrated, unannounced, but we know the amazing impact they are making in our GDP, or we're coming to learn the amazing impact that they are contributing to Nigeria's GDP. How would you say Nigeria stands in terms of the amount of applause, acknowledgement, recognition, and embrace they are getting from us, the people, and perhaps those who lead us? Should there be more support? Are they getting enough?
Thank you very much for that question. Coincidentally, this week is something I've been running around for. We're not really getting the support that is needed. If we are getting a quarter of the support that we need, we will go very, very far, and will add a lot to the GDP for this nation, and equally increase employment as much as possible. We'll have a lot of people who have businesses they want to do, and at the end of the day, the little support they need just to move forward, that they push their need, they're not getting it. And they have inventors, you have agripreneurs, you have educators, you have industrialists, you have a lot of them that have nice things to do, but at the end of the day, they're not getting the support that they really need to thrive or even to move forward. The funding they need, the funding might be there, but they're not getting it. They have a lot of criteria they put in place that is impossible to meet. So even the MSC, small and medium enterprises that are not able to even move forward. I had a conversation with a lady, because I deal mostly with women entrepreneurs around me. So I had a meeting with a lady last Thursday, and she told me she's about packing up, that she's about closing down. That same thing goes to a lot of people. Like even our own business, we've been funding our business from out of pocket from the first day. We only got one grant from National Export Promotional Council. And that is one organization that I know that you didn't have to meet anybody, you didn't have to call anybody. They just saw that you are doing something good, and they reached out, and they said, go and fill this form. They sent people just to have a discussion with you, and within 1 month, we got a grant. Understand? And that grant is what has helped us to get to where we are now. But at where we are, we're at the point of scaling up and increasing production. And by that increasing our production, like the products we have, we make use of almost 27 ingredients. And it cuts across the nation for us to get all those ingredients. So just imagine what will happen if we're able to scale up our production. That means all the farmers in those areas are going to be adding more income. That's what it is. But when you're looking for the funding, it's almost impossible to get. Though recently I had a conversation with an Exim Bank, and they were like, go ahead, submit your documents, we'll see what we can do. So probably that could be a change. So if we're getting the kind of support and recognition that we really need, definitely will tell you that we will be able to add to the GDP. And I believe that the more people are able to they support more people, the dollar you will see that is rising will definitely start coming down, because the naira, the dollar will start chasing the naira, not naira chasing naira all the time. Okay, so that's what it is.
Interesting, interesting. I like that. Okay, so Princess, you belong to the informal sector, and we do know that the informal sector in Nigeria is large. It's large. And one of the things people are saying about the informal sector is that it's not formalized. Because it's not formalized, they're not able to assess what they should assess, like Mr. Nnaji is saying. What can we do to have a bit of standardization, a bit of formalization in the informal sector? You know, as informal as it is, let there be some little organization, maybe. What do you think?
Thank you very much for the question. Just a little. My name is Princess Ovine Ojo Gabriel.
Ojo Gabriel.
And I'm the founder, CEO of Losalo Exceptional Services. Okay. And what we do is event staffing and management. Okay. What that means is that we provide ushers, hostesses, greeters, event security, bouncers, protocol officers, registration staff, technical support staff, all of those people that helps ensure that you run your event smoothly from start to finish. Yes, so I just wanted to put that
it out
in.
there.
Yes, yes.
But you know, your profile did so much of that. You just done free advert. And you say you wouldn't drop the shoes.
Okay. To drive the economy.
Okay. Yeah. So your question, to answer your question, a lot actually needs to be done. Yeah. I know that the government of the day is doing a lot already, but there's room for more. Like the first guest said when he was talking, access to an enabling environment. that will help these entrepreneurs like us, you know, blossom, do the things we want to do. It's not enough to have a dream. It's not enough to know what to do. If you are not enabled, if you are not empowered to be able to shine, to be able to do that thing that you want to do, there's very little that you'll be able to achieve. So like he said, if access to funding is very critical, then enabling environment, the around the things, for example, the sector as it is, fuel, for instance. We know the cost of fuel.
Sure.
We know right now that the cost of living is very tricky. So if cost of living is reduced, for instance, for entrepreneurs that use light, run generators to do their job, those things it will help them, productivity will be high. But when they have to pay a lot to work with their generators, when they have to pay a lot, you know, to do things that should come easy as, you know, workers in Nigeria, it gets a bit difficult.
Absolutely.
You know, that's very interesting, you know, because one would have thought that events management, you'll be thriving, you'll be having fun, because Nigeria boasts beautiful girls, very well-mannered young men, you know, and there will always be need for people who need your services. Isn't that the case? Did you have to invest quite a bit? Are you running this industry alone? Do you have any form of mentorship? And how are you using your own experience to prepare younger people? Are you just using them as ushers? Are you also teaching them how to also become owners in their own right? Is that part of what you think will interest them?
Yes, yes, yes. It's a full package. What we do is, before now, a lot of people think that, oh, ushering, if you have an event, just get a set of girls, sew uniform for them, and they just come, and it's that simple. What we do is train people, ensure that they have the basic skills to do these things in the field when they get to it. So we have trained professionals. In Losalo Exceptional Services, for instance, we organize periodic training for all of our staff, whether they are event security, the bouncers, whether they are the ushers. They take lessons, skills on, you know, diction, for instance, composure, how to comport themselves, how they treat their guests when they go for events, and all of it. And some of all these people, they've moved on to higher roles, you know, after with these skills that they gained from Losalo Exceptional Services, for instance. So it's a lot, you know, it's a lot.
It's a pride for you to see people that have worked under you start
yes, yes, starting their own, yes.
It's rewarding and beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, our conversation is just getting started, so don't even go anywhere. But we'll go on a short break. We are here.
We are watching Weekend Deal. We are always excited about your keen participation in our show, especially today when it relates to drivers of the economy. We said earlier that we have never needed your contribution like we need it today, because on the other side of our television today are those people who are unseen, unsung, uncelebrated for the most part, but they are contributing immensely to our nation's economy. Today is your day. Tell us your story. We're here waiting to share your experiences with the world. But for now, Mr. Musical, Mr. Exceptional, Mr. One in a Million. Okay, his profile is next.
My cookery.
Yeah, time na kudi, time na ego, time na money. Make you use your time well. No waka waka, no gossip gossip, no spoil another person. Use your time well. Do better thing. Money no dey fall from heaven. Do better thing, money go come. Na true word I dey tell you so. Time na money, time na money, time na goodie, time na owo, time na money, time na money. Make you use your time well. No waka waka, no gossip gossip, no spoil another man. So use your time well and do better thing. Money no dey fall from heaven. Do better thing, money go come. Na true word I dey tell you so. Yeah, see the way, see the way, see the way, see the way, see the way. Oh yeah, takarawa, 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 muyirawa, 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 muyirawa. Jo dada, go jo dada, go fi jo be, go jo dada, go jo dada, go jo dada, go fi jo be, go. Ah. Oh yeah, oh. Ẹni Ọlọ́run fẹ́ lọ́mọ èèyàn fẹ́. Kuzomu irawa, Nigerians. Kuzomu irawa, on NTA. Mr. Music ló ń kọrin lọ́wọ́. My brother, no food for lazy man. You got to work, 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 work harder. Never, never get discouraged. Ah, mo ní kó máa ṣiṣẹ́, iṣẹ́ lóògùn iṣẹ́. My brother, let's get it on. Aha. Ẹ wájú, ẹ bọ́ síbi kẹ wájú, tó bá ní flow kó wájú. Ẹ dámọ̀, ẹ̀yin tèmi ẹ wájú, ẹ bọ́ síbi kẹ wájú, tó bá ní flow kó wájú. Ṣé náà dámọ̀ ni ẹ̀yin tèmi kẹ wájú, ẹ bọ́ síbi kẹ wájú, tó bá ní flow kó wájú. Come on, ẹ dámọ̀. Come on, I love the talking drum because it's African. Come on, yíbọn yíbọn. Onye nwere nwa na-ebe akwa. Let me something. Onye nwere nwa na-ebe akwa. Onye nwere nwa na-ebe akwa. Mo ti sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ nínú eré tó lọ. Ẹni Ọlọ́run fẹ́ lọ́mọ èèyàn fẹ́. Let me roll this one for my brother. Ẹ máa yọ́nú sí wa. Ayé ayọ́nú sí ẹ. Gbogbo ọmọdé máa yọ́nú sí ẹ. Ó ṣọ́ọ̀jù ìyọ́nú Ọlọ́run ọba. Ìyọ́nú Ọlọ́run ọba. Ìyọ́nú Ọlọ́run ọba la ó máa rí. Àánú láàrin gbà ó adé orí ọ̀fìn. Àánú ni mo rí gbà ó adé orí ọ̀fìn. Bèbí mi ṣó kọlọ̀ rẹ, kájọ máa rọ́ọ̀kì. Bèbí mi ṣó kọlọ̀ rẹ, kájọ máa gbádùn. Bèbí mi ṣó kọlọ̀ rẹ, kájọ máa rọ́ọ̀kì. Bèbí mi ṣó kọlọ̀ rẹ, kájọ máa gbádùn. Kájọ máa lò gbà yí pẹ́ o, yúngbà yúngbà. Kájọ máa lò gbà yí pẹ́ o, yúngbà yúngbà. Kájọ máa lò gbà yí pẹ́ o, yúngbà yúngbà. Kájọ máa lò gbà yí pẹ́ o, yúngbà yúngbà. Ẹ̀yin ọmọdé ẹ yé ṣeré kéré, kéré kéré ní gòyúkòyú, gòyúkòyú ní ìdánmọ̀kọ́mọ, ọmọkọ́mọ ní nílé lára. Ìwọ àtèmi, èmi àti rẹ ló lè tún Nàìjíríà ṣe. Ẹja múra sí.
Mr. Musical, Mr. Musical.
Nice.
What can I say?
Nice.
What can I say? Well done. That was beautiful. Our studio is on fire, but our focus still remains on the informal sector. And I'm going to ask Mr. Nnaji a question. I mean, let me even go down the chain. Let me even move from your level down, down, down. Like the groundnut sellers, the banana sellers, all these women. You know, it was during COVID that personally I knew the importance of these informal sector we're talking about. When everybody was home, I realized that, wow, without them, I mean, they are a part of the value chain in ways that I cannot even begin to say. So do you think that these women, for example, their businesses might not grow because they don't even have access to any form of funding, and their problem is basically because they're not organized? What can they do? What can this sector, this very important, from the what do you call them, organizers to vendors, all these people on the streets that we see, is there a way that they can come together, form clusters, in order for them to have access to things they need to grow their business?
Okay, that's a very good question. The truth is this, they have a lot of cooperatives, most of them has formed, which is actually helping them. But the question is, most of them are not educated enough or are not informed enough to know how to utilize such cooperatives. So in the area where I live, where we have our company at Orozo, we have tried to bring some of them together and form cooperatives for them as well. Them personally, as a business, we equally try to support a lot of them. Like normally, when I'm driving out, I see a woman selling akara. She doesn't understand what cooperatives are all about. Even if you put her in one, she doesn't know how to go about it. So it's all about the education and information, which most of them do not have. So what we do on our own is, how much are you using to sell this akara? She will tell you, okay, that she actually, all her investment there, apart from probably the pan she bought and the beans she needs, one mudu of beans is what she's trying to use to sell. I have had this case of a particular lady that when we're going to farm with the workers, I normally buy akara from. Once I come about all that she has. So one day we bought the akara, but we didn't have cash to pay her. So we went to the farm. By the time we came back, she had already closed. So I went home. In the morning, she came to the farm. She was crying. I said, what's the problem? She said that the person she collected mudu of beans on credit from came to harass her. That she was not able to pay. I said, what? On credit? Say, how much? They said it's about 2,000 something. I said, 2,000 something is what you are collecting on credit. I said, please take 10,000, stop collecting on credit.
Oh my God.
Understand? So that 10,000 that I gave to her, within few months, she came back and told me that she has made a little money and she wants to change the business she is doing. Understand? That she wants to go beyond this akara, that is not giving her as much as she expects to do. Now she has she's selling food and drinks at Yaya. She has moved from that place to that, that's where she's selling food and drinks. Now there's another lady again that's selling more and more in this bungalow cup, milk cup, tin cup. So she passes around. She came to the gate of the farm. If our workers will buy more, I told her, come, I'll patronize you. Understand? So we bought the mama. Didn't test real good. I said, could you do better? I say yes, but it's money. I gave her 10,000.
Oh, amazing!
Now, as I gave her that money, next time she came back, she brought more money. It tasted far better than what is before. Understand? So I started buying every single day I bought from her. So I said, I'll patronize you first before you go out. So once you come, bring it. So I buy for all the workers in the morning, let them eat. So that way, she started getting more motivation and more encouragement. The same thing with other ladies, even like you say, granite. I buy granite all the time. There's a lady, that one came around. I saw that she knew what she was doing. She probably does kuli, she does all those things, but funding still remains a problem. And like I said, they are not informed enough to understand how to utilize these cooperatives, even when or even to form one. They are not informed enough. So I told her, what will it take for you to do your business right? That I'll be buying your granite from me as well. So she said that she needed only 50,000 naira. I said, okay, I'm going to give it to you as a loan. She said, okay, I'll give you in 2 months. I said, don't give me in 2 months, give me in 6 months. Understand? So I gave her 50,000 naira. And last week she paid back that 50,000 naira.
Wow! What's her name? Had we known this, we would have invited her.
So I can give her details after you invite her. So at least one of those people in that level need to be interviewed once in a while.
Yeah, let's celebrate them.
So I told her, okay, since you returned this morning at the time I told you to do it, when you need the next one, go and plan. Come back, I'll give you 100. Understand? So and with zero interest. Yes. So that's how it's. So
let's celebrate Mr. Naji, because he reminds me of Ogumba.
Okay.
If we have more Nigerians like this, even some women, because some women too are loaded in gold and they can impact many people, we should help where we can. Beyond just purchase, investments are also critical.
That is why, Thelma, let me just say these things all over the social media where you want to buy banana and you're pricing it until you price the banana until you price the profit out of it, and the woman is frustrated and she gives to you. But the same person will walk into a very supermarket and buy the same banana for 25,000 and they will pay, and it's an elitist thing. So please, let's support the informal sector, because I'm always very emotional when somebody finishes NYC and goes to the market where her mother is selling fish, and she removes her cap and puts it on her mother's head. Some guys' head.
Women have done it. Let's celebrate those women too.
Informal sector, they are bringing up amazing children. They are training people, doctors and lawyers, and so we cannot neglect this amazing sector.
Wonderful.
I'm happy that we are celebrating them today.
Wonderful. And that's why your messages are very important. You've heard the story. Has somebody touched your life, giving you an investment capital for business without interest, like Mr. Naji has done? What have you used it for? How has it impacted your life and that of your family? Are you one of those amazing women or men who used your small business to train an amazing Nigerian? Let's celebrate you. Send in your messages, and we thank you for doing that. You know, I have here one of my mini documentaries for today, talking about rebranding the hustle. Sometimes we say business is all about packaging. You know, we have this thing. Let me make it a bit personal for you. We have this thing we call Nigerian time. I don't know when you have your workers, those you have on you have a pool, utilize them when necessary. You call on them. The person who you have that business with, or you have done that relationship, says event will start at 9 or 10. Of course, your workers, your ushers, your bouncers, your DJs, they should be there ahead. Because imagine I mentioned a function. The music is supposed to make me happy now. Often, Nigerian time will make the event start by 1. How does it affect your relationship with those who you have brought to support you on that day? The payment plan. How do you also smile at the business, the person you are relating with? Nigerian time shouldn't affect or change the narrative of businesses. Tell us what's happening with you and others of your ilk.
That question is really, really very important. The Nigerian factor. One cannot take it away from events at all. And she's completely right. You will see some event planners, they will tell you that, oh, their event starts by 10 a.m. And by 12, they have not started. And you already told your workers that they are going to close at a particular time. So what we do as a company is that I tell my workers, those that work with us, that if you're working for a particular event, just take it that you're spending the whole day for the event. And there's something we usually do. In order not to be caught unawares, when you tell us your event starts by 10, we don't do Nigerian time. We get to the event venue 2 hours before the time because we would like to go survey the area, go know what's on ground and get, you know, acquainted with what we need to do and all of that. So what we just do is to ensure that we properly take care of our workers. I tell them before the event or after the event, at times we go buy them food, ensure they eat very well before they go home. Then the ones that's even most difficult is the events we have at night. Some of them will tell us their event ends by 10 p.m. for instance. By 12 a.m. in the morning, that event has not ended. So somebody like me, what do you expect us to do as a company? We now go an extra mile to lodge those girls in hotels because we want to risk allowing them go out at that time. Even the guys, the protocol officers, we have to get a room for them to stay till the next day when they can be able to go home. So these are some of the...
Amazing. I mean, I don't go to events as much because we work here Saturday, Sunday, and most of the time when you go home, you're tired. So when we tell our friends and relatives that we cannot attend your wedding or birthdays, it's because most times they're just tired. Now, I went to an event, I struggled to go to, I went to an event recently, and I saw so many people. In those days, it was just plain ushers, but these days, I see people, guys dressed like they are Rambo.
Bouncers. You call them bouncers.
I didn't understand it. It was a wedding. They were all over the place.
Event security.
Then you see, I saw some people also wearing headphones and talking to each other. I'm like, okay, events have gone a notch higher. What's going on with events? How many people do you need for an event to function properly? Let's say a wedding. Because I didn't understand the things I saw.
That's the professionalism and finesse that we're bringing into the event space right now. You know, it's not just people don't want to do normal anymore. What you're talking about used to happen in days that but now people are going the extra mile. They want to take precaution to satisfy their clients, their guests, to ensure they have a safe, a comfortable environment for their events. So on the whole, if you want to have an event that is properly organized, properly coordinated, you should think personnel, trained personnel that would, you know, function in each area of that event from start to finish. You don't leave it in the hands of quacks, so to say, you know. Now, You need ushers. You need servers, wait staff.
Okay,
wait staff. What they do is to maybe share food, share drinks, you know, and all of that.
They don't look at faces, but they just give everybody.
Not the only one.
Not those wearing a wedding.
I can't count how many times my table was passed.
You pass your table.
You start making eyes contact with the usher.
Those were the people that usually probably have gone to get their family members to come help them distribute or share food. So those ones will look at faces and trying to please this and that. So that's one of the importance of actually getting professionals to handle your event, because they don't know who is who. So they just ensure that whatever is it you are giving to your guests goes around and it's properly distributed.
Wow, nice one. Let me take a few of our messages. Nigerians are watching and they are oftentimes what you're saying is relatable. Someone says, hello, my name is Boluwatife. Well done to you all. Someone says, I say a big well done to the organizers and those who anchor Weekend Deal. I'm from Ekiti and I'm very interested in agriculture, so I need a mentor. Can you connect me with one? I presume he's speaking about Mr. Anaji. Okay, so if he permits, as he often does, we will share your contact. Someone says, good morning, please, I like what the lady is talking about. I want to be an usher. Okay, good morning, Nigerians. There is no doubt that the drivers of the economy are majorly the informal sector, but they need a better enabling environment to be created to boost and grow small businesses. Government has a role to play. Are they playing it adequately? Government must be hands-on to drive this sector positively in a way that they move the nation forward. But meanwhile, kudos to Weekend Deal. My name is Mohammed from Okene in Kogi. Let me take one more. Good morning, Weekend Deal. What a great job you're doing. My name is Paulina Love. I love your show and the great music. They say, keep vibing, keep vibing. Thank you. She says, thank you. Thank you very much, Nigeria. But I want to know, Patience mentioned something that is, it warms everyone's heart. When you see someone that just finished their UCOR, a young, how all these young people, they like doing a physio, they've gone to camp, they are wearing long weave on, the 55 million inches, they will come with the full regalia. And they don't care who is watching. I'm coming to say thank you, Mom. How do you know? I know a lady that used plantain. She's at this area 2 market. She used plantain. If I went to invite her, but she said her husband is ailing and she can't make it. She trained 5 children with plantain. Wow. Her husband worked in a government establishment, but she said even there's no school fees he paid without her support. Oh my goodness. But what she relied on him for was a good head for the family, and he trained. She said all her children are well trained to the extent that 2 are doing their masters outside Nigerian shores. Let me join you, Patience, once again to celebrate this amazing group of people. So let us know. If you are the UCOR member, chat us on Weekend. If you are that proud mother who came and tied the wrapper, sat in the market, fried akara, sold plantain, the man driving the public transport, but you are raising your children, you are doing it legitimately. It's tasking, we know, and you are making immense sacrifices. But share, let Weekend Deal celebrate you. Would you permit us to go again to music? Meanwhile, we are waiting the cake and the small chops. I know my assistant producer and series producer are bringing them. It must be the weight of them that is making it take some time. But Mr. Musical and his talking drum expert.
So let's dance together, ladies and gentlemen. Bó bá ń ṣiṣẹ́, fara sí. Bó bá ń ṣiṣẹ́, fọgbọ́n sí. Bó bá ń ṣiṣẹ́, fọkàn sí. Bó bá ń ṣiṣẹ́, ó fòtítọ́ sí. Òtítọ́ ló máa lékè gbogbo. Truth is bitter, but I prefer you. Onígèlè yẹn tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ jọ̀wọ́ máa tòótòló. Onígèlè yẹn tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ jọ̀wọ́ máa kí ló dé. tẹ̀sọ́wọ́ wájú bébí. Nigerians ẹ jẹ́ ká rí wájú, ẹ jẹ́ ká rọ̀nà kọjá, ẹ jẹ́ ká jó jó. Àní ṣé lòdù yóò wá pọ̀ jù àǹtí? Ṣé ẹ fẹ́ fi gbá wa lójú ni? Onífìlà yẹn tẹ́tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ jọ̀wọ́ sá ọ tótóó. Onígèlè yìí tẹ́tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ jọ̀wọ́ sá ọ tótóó. Oníbàtà yìí tẹ́tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ jọ̀wọ́ sá ọ tótóó. Oníbàtà yìí ayọ̀ Africa. Ta ló ń jó, ta ló ń jó, ta ló ń yọ̀? Come on, wherever you watching from, just dance, dance. Oh yeah, dance, 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 dance. Anika jó dáadáa, ẹ̀yin tèmi kẹwàá mú jó. Pakurumọ, 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 kó jó dáadáa, kó jó dáadáa, kó fi jó gbé. Pakurumọ, 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 kó jó dáadáa, kó jó dáadáa, kó jó dáadáa, kó jó lóde, kó jó dé. Ọ̀sán ní òwe ni o, ọ̀sán ní òwe ni o. Ọ̀sán ní òwe ni o, ọ̀sán ní òwe ni o. Ọ̀sán ní òwe ni o, ọ̀sán ní òwe ni o. Why some people they dance, some people they cry, some people are smiling, some people they hustle, some people they walk, some people they hustle, some people they jive. My brother, waiting be your work. Oh yeah, show your work. I say show your work, show your handwork. Waiting you fit do for Naija, for your people. The man on the street, people passing by, the driver driving. I say waiting be your work, waiting you sabi, waiting you fit do. Asandi owenye, asandi owenye, asandi owenye, asandi owenye. Pakurumọ, 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 gojo dada, gojo dada, gojo dada. Pakurumọ, 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 gojo dada, go fi jo gbe.
Hey! Okay. So that just reminded me of my bata days when I used to dance bata. I could step. Oh my goodness. No problem. One day I will show you what I can do. Anyway.
Today, just maybe that day, please. The talking drummer is here to accompany you.
I just allow me boast today. Let me just boast. Anyway, we'll go to NTA Adokite, and their focus is on rebranding the hustle.
Let's go.
Some years ago, the traditional 9-to-5 way of earning was in vogue, where people will work 8 hours a day to earn a living and be paid salaries. However, over the years, many things have been changing, including how people earn income. People are now engaging in multiple streams of income, which many Nigerians now tag hustle. The word hustle in Nigerian context was used to conjure images of relentless struggle, juggling multiple gigs, street smarts, and often survival tactics. But today's version has evolved. It's more polished, digital, and intentional. It's about leveraging knowledge, networks, and technology to generate income without being confined to one job or one location.
When we talk about hustle does not necessarily need you have to do odd jobs. Does not still need you have to stay indoors. So irrespective of anything, hustling is just you picking interest in one thing or the other. It might be social media manager, it might be you creating content, it might be you just picking interest in something just for you to survive for the time being.
Hustling has gained a new dimension. You can be in Nigeria and you are working with people in Ghana, in Germany, in US. The world has now become a global village.
A hustler is someone that is very determined and is resilient and also resourceful.
Many Nigerians have been able to hustle by identifying their strengths, leveraging on skills, passions, and expertise to create value. This hustling is now thriving among many Nigerians because it is flexible and gives opportunity to create personal schedule. It also gives autonomy, potential for high earning, and personal fulfillment.
You becoming a boss of your own, that is enough. Then too, you having a brand around it. Because when you are on your own, you can build a brand where too many people can come for sponsorship. Sponsorship is still another form of income you can actually make.
It gives flexibility. You can work at your own time, you can work at your own pace, you can work maybe in the night, depending on the time zone of the country you are working for. It also enables a work-life balance. You can work and do a lot of things.
With these huge benefits of hustling, entrepreneurs with startups and small business owners can leverage digital platforms to reach customers, while skilled professionals can offer services on freelance platforms. Hustling in Nigeria has gone beyond traditional passive streams. While some also still generate passive income, many Nigerians are leveraging their skills, expertise, and technology to create active income streams.
By profession, I studied fisheries and aquaculture in school. But aside my profession, what I studied in school, I'm into forex trading, I'm into social media manager, I do video editing, I play football, and the like. So just anything that comes handy that I know at one point in time I can actually make a living out of something. So that's how hustling is.
Modern understanding of hustling has mental benefits like increased self-confidence, improved problem-solving skills, and enhanced creativity. Some of the social benefits are networking opportunities, community building, collaboration, and support. It also has health benefits like financial independence, flexibility, and autonomy, including pride and accomplishment.
Amazing one there. Very, very interesting, intriguing, and in-depth. You know, when we talk about rebranding, we're often thinking of our Gen Zs, our innovative and ingenious young people who are able to rebrand anything, whether intentionally or unintentionally. And one amazing way they rebrand is utilizing skills like online, like ICT skills, and then there's AI. You find that with training, what I'll be learning for 1 month, just bring a 15-year-old here, even 10, 12, 11 years, they'll just be there. While they are teaching you, the adult, they are learning. They are second-hand listeners, but they'll get the gist of it. So perhaps that should bring us to our next level of conversation. How are you utilizing modern-day technology to take your business to a global level? Whether it be in the cultural sector, whether it be in education. Mr. Naji, where are we?
That particular question hits me because, like you mentioned, AI. I personally use AI a lot. All the adverts that I do, I use AI to do all of them. I've not hired any actors to come and act. Video adverts, everything I use AI, and it really resonates. People look at it and they
it's something that you are giving me money to do for you.
Yes,
you went and gave to AI.
No, give it to himself.
You are not the banana seller that I wouldn't price and just buy. I have to make use of save money in this particular area. So the thing there is AI has really helped us a lot. And in the area of sales, at the same time, it's really helped us in boosting our sales. We make use of Shopify, and that Shopify has a lot of AI features that we make use in making sales. And I'll tell you that 2 weeks ago, based on the sales we're able to make online on Shopify, utilizing most of these features, Shopify themselves, without knowing where I'm living and anything, offered me $1,000 credit.
Okay.
Understand? Because of the sales that they're making,
Nice
I'm utilizing
one.
all the features. And the $1,000 I'm supposed to pay in 18 months. And the way they're taking it is 17% of every sale you make till you finish paying it. So it is not it's not stressing me in any form.
Nice. Amazing.
So the idea is that $1,000 and I'm plunging it into adverts more, so that I'll be able to make more sales.
Good one.
Because that is the publicity is what we need to be able to make sales, and AI is really helping us in that area. So anybody that understands it, or if you don't understand it, you can actually hire a digital marketing consultant that understands artificial intelligence. Because the technology now, you don't really need to even have a shop for it to sell. You don't need to have an office for it to do your business. You can do it from your home and create an online presence, an online shop for yourself, and you'll be surprised what you
Very
achieve.
intriguing return on investment.
Honestly.
So that's how it is.
And the truth of the matter is that the Internet of Things is the way to go. I
It's
mean,
the
whether
way
we
to
like
go.
it or not.
Just permit me for a minute.
Yes,
to
go ahead,
somewhere.
girl. Go ahead,
You know
girl.
how we say that Kama doesn't knows everybody's address. You know something, in a funny way, even though you applied effort and ingenuity, you are the one that called a Moimoi woman, you invested in her. You called Akara woman, you invested in her. Kama saw you now. You know, said, okay, as you are online today doing the AI, let me come around and drop some dollars there to make you relax a bit. You may not have needed that effort as much as some people did, but it's still, you know.
I mean,
I
agree.
What you just said now, let me just delve in a little bit in this particular aspect. Whenever you empower somebody without expecting anything in return, you score spiritual points for yourself, which you can harness later on. That is how it is. You made mention of something here about Nigerian time and all that with respect to your business. Now, there was an Indian man I had a conversation with in 2011. I don't ever forget that conversation. He said that Nigeria, you guys are a religious nation. Too religious, very, very religious. I was proud of myself when he was saying that. Then he now said something, but you are not spiritual. I was like, which one again?
Yeah.
He said that now, if you are a tailor, and somebody comes to your shop for you to sew clothes for him, and you give him, come by 10 o'clock tomorrow, your clothes will be ready. And the person comes by 10 o'clock, I start telling him stories that you have already failed. Understand?
Absolutely.
And that what you have just done now is reduce your own spiritual points.
Agree.
And that is going to cost you something in the short run, not even in the long run. But you wouldn't know. There was something you'll be going for, and you're surprised, go for that thing. What you are supposed to get in 1 second, it's taking you 10 days to get it. Not that you are not going to get it, but it's taking a longer time to get that same thing. But if you are able to fulfill those obligations that you have, if you tell somebody 10 o'clock, let it be 10 o'clock. And if it goes beyond that 10 o'clock, restitute for whatever it is. Even if it's a discount or something, I'm sorry for this, for happening. That way you're able to maintain your spiritual
Perhaps I even say, don't pay for the cap or
Yes.
don't pay for the children's own. Pay for only your own.
So those spiritual points is very, very important.
Good one.
And we miss out those particular aspects. So when you are helping people without you really knowing it, without you expecting anything in return, you are scoring heavy spiritual points for yourself. Like you mentioned the banana, I don't price. Once I say a woman selling granules, banana, all those things, once they call their price, I don't price. I pay.
Yeah.
Because if I go to the supermarket, I do not price. I pay whatever they ask me to pay. Why would I not suffocate that small business? So that's how it is. So in area of technology, like you said, even in the school we have in the East, in Enugu, the nursery and primary and secondary school, we are teaching children artificial intelligence, technology, and all those things at early stage. So by the time they get to secondary school, they have already understood and they're benefiting from it. So that's how it is.
Okay, interesting. I like how this conversation I like how this conversation is going. I mean, knowing that even out there, while you're doing your businesses, if you sow good things, somehow it finds you.
Yeah.
You get the return for it. It's not all business without heart. Some people are too hard. It's business. They don't care for the human aspect of it. So we're talking about the Internet of Things. How are you leveraging on technology?
Well, for us at Losalo Exceptional Services, is actually the business is almost 100% online. All we do is online. Our client base, customers, all of it. We make use of digital marketing, Facebook ads, social media now is a very, and we try to maximize. What happened in the sense that people were a bit skeptical about dropping their money. Nigerians are very mindful of their money. You have to do a lot of work convincing them, telling them, oh, trying to sell value to them. They want to see the value you are bringing in before they are ready to part with any sum of money. So that initial stage for us was challenging over the internet. We have to do a lot of work to communicate value that, oh, we are not just like every other ushering outfit or staffing outfits that you see. We are here and we are going to be here for a very long time. It's not, for some persons, for some ushers, you know, waiters and all of that, it's a form of transitional career for them. You know, they want to just do it for a bit and go. But there are others that do this professionally, and we are trying to work with those set of persons.
Interesting. Interesting. The informal sector just has so much potential. So much potential.
It does.
Are you using? You can use it to transition from where you are
to the
next level. So I think there's something for everybody in the informal sector, and it is actually contributing, like we said over and over again, to our GDP. Now, another sector that is big is the hair industry. Trust me. These days, the Nigerians are going back to their natural. Almost all of us are carrying natural hair under our wigs. Team Natural.
I'm struggling to grow it to be like Princess Sophia's.
I mean, look at the gorgeousness that Princess is.
This is my natural hair.
Natural hair. I said we are struggling to aspire.
We are struggling. And my friend on Ubeke, all she does is natural hair in Benue, and she's doing well. She has gone ahead to do oils by herself. How to grow your natural hair.
She's doing some good research.
Yeah, you know, Onubeke is doing amazing. Becky, like I like to call her. I mean, so the hair industry is great. And I know health tips on Weekend Day today, we are looking at tips on how to grow your natural hair. So if you are like me struggling, don't go away, watch health tips.
Welcome to Health Tips. I am going to be answering a variety of questions that I've been receiving. So today I'm going to be educating you via the questions that we have been getting. How do I take care of my hair? How do I wash my hair? What kind of products do I use? How to use them? How often to use them? And the right way to use them. On my list, the first question I have here is this: what hair products do I choose to maintain a healthy and a long hair? To answer this question, I would say first that length shouldn't even be, of course, everybody wants to have a long hair, but that shouldn't be the priority. The priority is to have a healthy hair, because when you have a healthy hair, your hair will definitely grow in length. The particular kind of hair type that you have will determine the kind of products to use. So there are different products outside in the market. There are different kinds of products. So you have to first of all know if you have a dry scalp, if you have an oily scalp, or if you have a normal scalp. When getting products, you need to read through to know if the product is for people that have dry scalp. You need to know the difference if the product is for people that have oily scalp, or if the product is for people that have normal scalp, or if the product is for people it can be used by anybody. You know what I mean is there are some products that are in the market that can be used by people that have both oily scalp, dry scalp, and normal scalp. So it is important that you take note of the products you are using. So you don't have a dry scalp and you are using a product for someone that has an oily scalp. So it is important that you go through your manual, go through your product, check the direction, how to use them, and then use them the right way. So I hope this answers your questions. The second question on my list here is this: how often should I wash my hair? How often should you wash your hair? This is a tricky question, but then I would say that if you have the time, you can wash your hair at least once in a week. And why do I say you should wash your hair once in a week? It is because your hair have build-ups. I mean, when I mean build-up, I mean build-up from moisturizer, build-up from the oil you apply to it, and even the hair also produces oil. When these build-ups stay in your hair for too long, it attracts bacteria, and then there are different things that happen on your scalp there, which is not even healthy for the hair. Now take note that having dirty hair is not healthy for your health first, and then it's not healthy for your hair. I don't know, people share a conception that when your hair is dirty, it helps your hair to grow, but that is a lie. So it is important that you wash your hair at least once in a week. And if you don't have time to wash your hair once in a week, try to wash your hair at least once in 2 weeks. once in 2 weeks is recommended, is also fine. The question some other people get to ask is, I have my hair braided and then I don't want to pour water on it. You can also wash your braided hair. You don't have to loosen your hair to make sure your hair is washed. No, even while you have your braids on, you can also wash your hair and then make sure it is dry. So I hope that answers your question. So the next question I have on my list here is this. And this person is asking, how often should I deep condition my hair? Okay, to answer this question, first of all, I have to talk about the importance of deep conditioning your hair. So now, one of the things deep conditioning your hair helps to do to your hair is it helps to open your hair follicle to produce more hair out. First of all. Secondly, deep conditioning helps blood circulation on your scalp. And then thirdly, deep conditioning stops your hair from breaking. It stops your hair from thinning, and then which leads to breaking. So now that you know the advantages of deep conditioning, I would recommend that you deep condition your hair at least once in 2 weeks, and then you get the right product for your kind of hair to deep condition your hair. I hope that answers your question.
See you next time. Keep watching Health Tips and stay healthy.
Okay, that was a very nice one. It's always nice to hear about hair. I've been weeping behind the scenes, talking about my story. How my mom, who's in her 70s, her hair is looks healthier than mine, and I'm spending a lot of more resources on mine. And I was advised to go pew pew pew. Let's see how that goes. But I was amazed by that. Information. You're telling me about hair and you're wearing a wig. You're just like me now. Show me how truthful your statement is by being a testimonial of what you're sharing. Okay, it's time for sports, right? But we'll just say a big thank you once again to Comfort World Cakes. You know, I said she gave us back to back. Yesterday we celebrated Workers' Day. Nigerian workers were celebrated, highlighted, and applauded yesterday. And today is all about the likes of Mr. Naji and Prince Ovine. We know they are driving our economy in the most courageous way. And she's one of them, Cake World. And she said, let me support my people again. Take this one back to back. She didn't stop there. If you look closely, they are small chops. Here for all. And they are also drinks. Today, this is Mr. Misika, Mr. Naji, Prince Ovine. We're going to finish them with enjoyment. But that'll be after we join Godwin for Sports Summit. Godwin's been talking with Rekia in an under 19, and it's all about sports and that. What's Rekia doing, Godwin? Well, Godwin, take us through with Sports Summit now. We're at the peak of our show.
What happens here when we go on a break or there's a report going on? This studio, oh my goodness. Okay, so we are here enjoying. It's Cake World. She fed us yesterday with cake. Today she has added small chops, and I can tell you, Cake World is amazing. It's amazing. I tell me what I'm enjoying. Please take some messages.
Please, so they say in local parlance now, Obonge.
Obonge. Actually, they fall hand now.
Obonge.
Oh, yeah? Take messages. What I'm eating.
How is it with you now? Obonge ba. Yes,
Cake
Mr. Naji.
It's simply amazing.
Oh,
I really like her to make a cake and this for my company too.
Cake World, you see
so
now.
I'll be kindness.
Nice
we'll
one.
Give you
Thank you so
contact.
much, Mr. Naji. Nice one. Okay, somebody returned, is responding to what a patient said earlier. It's when patients said people go out, when you're purchasing the bananas or the things from the roadside vendors, you will price it. Sweat will drop from her head to the floor. You will be pricing. You will not go back, park your car well, leave the road, come down again and continue pricing. You will call your daughter to join you, are pricing the banana. You call your son, say, let this plantain was take it from 10K to 7,000. So he now sent a rejoinder.
Let's go.
He says, I'm a farmer. Where are you? What's the message? Good thing I had read it earlier. So many are coming in. He said he has a big farm in Kefi. And that many of those women come to him. They say, we don't have money. Oh, God, help us. He said, from those women, he takes a token, almost nothing. Even sometimes they come en mass. What should be like 50,000, they can bring 5 or 8,000. So, okay, take, go and sell. He said once or twice he came around what they do in town. He said they are smiling to the bank. They are making, he said they sell at astronomical price because his bananas are top class. From the farming stage to the harvesting. And they are durable, they last, and they are even very fine to look at.
Okay, first I'll tell him, what's his name? I can't remember his name. I'll say, bring some to Weekend Deal. You know how we do it now? It's only when we see and we eat that we now say, okay, your bananas are good, so let us be the one to say, bring some to Weekend Deal. But the truth of the matter is, no matter how, on a more serious note, no matter how expensive these women, how much they hike their prices, given where they are coming from and what they deal with. Like we said, some of these women are training their children in the university. So these children have how many kids that they have to take care of? You know, and some of their husbands contribute almost to nothing. So let's look the other way.
Some are single mothers.
Some of them are widows, single mothers. So let's look the other way. It might be quite expensive, but let's look the other way. Think of those things you buy that are more expensive, and then just look the other way.
Like your shoes.
Your shoes.
Like your bags. Like
that wine.
Like how much you spend on hair.
Tell me.
Like how much Miss Ovina has spent to grow her hair. She took all of mine now. And I'm taking my hair.
Some of them sit down.
Yes.
To eat at restaurant or take a wine, and they spend way more than that. So that extra 2,000 to the banana seller, that extra 3,000.
Let that be your investment.
I mean,
these drivers of the economy. Good one, Patience. Good one. Okay, let me just take a few more. Someone says, I like Weekend Deal. I like your trajectory. I like the way you hit the pulse on the matter of the moment. Well done. He said, please keep this conversation going, and I hope it's live. But you didn't tell us your name. Say, I hope it's live. Yes, it is live.
It is live.
And we're streaming on several platforms, right?
Yeah,
okay, yes. So you can go there and spend time with us. Okay, someone said, I really like this program. I'm an akara seller collecting beans on credit. I use the gain to feed 2 of my children, but I'm finding it challenging to pay school fees. He said we need more Nigerians like this. But well, this man is the one and only Mr. Ikemefuna Naji. We've also hosted Ogumba, who told us, yes, and I know there are many more Nigerians. He said people like him are not common. Well, my name is Shay Samuel. I'm from Gwagwalada. Okay, good one. We wish you well.
That person should get send account number for 10,000 naira to put in our garage.
Woo! Right here!
I said the one and only. Okay, so thank you. I will get in touch with you. I will give you Mr. Nadi's number. He has said personally he's willing to invest 10,000 in your business, and I hope you will leave the door open for further communication, because from what we've heard of him, if you do well one time, he comes again double time, back to back. So let me just take one more. We'll hear more from our Princess. Won't you invest in? Is it the akara you want? The banana? Okay. Someone said you are touching me at the very core. But you didn't tell us your name and what part of the core. Are you a trainer? Have you been trained? Who are you? Okay, the last one. Someone said, I'm from Abuja. My name is Ayomide. I love Weekend Deal. And like Patience always says, we are only here because you are there.
That I do my hand.
Because you wake up with us Saturday and Sunday, and we cannot thank you enough. I know Prince Ovina wants to sponsor 1 or 2 people. We'll get your contacts. We'll see how it goes. We'll connect you with good karma, and we'll continue to celebrate you all the way.
Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Okay.
So Patience, take it from here.
Okay, I'll take it from you. Okay, so we still have our conversation going. I think one of the things we're doing here primarily is to celebrate people in the informal sector. That's why, and people like you, honestly, like we say, doing business on your own in this climb, it's not a joke. And so, moving forward, what do you want? I'll stay with Mr. Naji this time. Okay, no, Princess, because what do you want to see in your business? Where do you want to get to? At what point? I know you just started and you're doing so well. Honestly, we must say that. So where do you want to see yourself in the next 10 years? What are the things you want to see with your business?
I I didn't just actually start. I have actually been around in planning, in organization. So it's just officially, so to say, recently, just a few years ago. So a lot. Like I said, we are going to be on ground. We are not just, it's not a temporary thing for us. So we're spreading our tentacles to major cities in Nigeria. We're doing that already. Then for our workers, we're doing a lot. I wanted to talk about, you know, at times what we do. You know, for those of them that take this job professionally, we try to think about health insurance for our workers.
Amazing,
yes.
amazing.
So we're looking at long term for most of us.
Well done, well done. Okay, so we are like Thelma said, the peak of our show. Just say something as we round off, Mr. Naji.
For our company, we're looking forward to building our factory and being able to relate and do business with smallholder farmers. At least if we're able to get them together, the model we're looking at building in the future is being able to get up to 2,000 to 3,000 smallholder farmers that will take directly from what they produce because of the kind of things we use for our production. That way, that will help to get a lot of revenue to them because if we're able to get them together like that, they will be able to get real value for what they produce. So cutting out the middlemen, we build our factory, have them around us. There's a model we got from India, and we're already discussing extensively with them. And we're looking forward to be able to do that. That's where we'll be able to empower both our workers and equally the farmers.
Amazing stuff, amazing.
Okay. Okay, I want to thank you. Just before we start to dance, they've been telling me because this Mr. Musical, we didn't come to play, which we did not come to play. We must get down there, and patience must do that better, and many others. But someone says here, you asked about those who are also using their skills to help themselves and others. I'm a student, I sell pure water, I feed myself and my siblings. We're growing up, and I'm writing my SSCE this 2025. I'm writing my YA. So this is we will see what we can do. Okay, as a Weekend Deal team.
Okay.
We will see what we can do just to encourage you. We've heard from Mr. Naji, we've heard from Princess Ovine. We will see what we can do. Our own small contribution for that good karma to journey round and visit our address. And we too all will be the better.
Somebody also mentioned that she wanted to join the ushering. I don't know if there's a way to reach out to that person.
Yes, we will give them your numbers. We often do. Okay, this one is time to dance. Yes, help me.
So we just dance, eh?
We are done.
It's calling out. Every day you can hear a shout. Plantain is seller. Is coming out. Every day you can hear a shout. Akara woman is coming out. Every day you can hear a shout. Plantain is seller is coming out. Every day you can hear a shout. Me dey say go your way. 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 Ogene me your way. Jesu me your way. Me dey say go your way. Me dey say go your way. Your way. Abo. Siriwo. Ogene me your way. Jesu me your way. Ogene ruke we masule jiro. 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 Sule jiro. Jiro ogene. Ogene ruke we masule jiro. Sule jiro. Jiro ogene. Ogene ruke we masule jiro. abo, 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 abo. Ẹ̀kọ́ mọ́lẹ̀. Ẹ̀kẹ́ yeye. Ẹ̀kẹ́ hallelujah o. Ijó ẹ̀dá. Ó yá. Ẹjọ́. Ijó. 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 Thank you.
When they play